Guys, before this video starts, I want to tell you about this sick website that sells hella cheap NBA jerseys. The website is ringchasers.com. I copped myself a few jerseys on there a while back, and I honestly don't know how their prices are this cheap. If you guys want to get a sick deal on a jersey, make sure you check them out. Link will be in the description, and use code LQG at checkout for an extra 10% off. What's going on, guys? It's LQG, and today I'm back with another video. So today we have for you guys NBA Legends explain how good Shawn Kemp was. Before we get into the video, make sure I smash the like button. Let's see if we get 100 likes on this video. Also, let me know down in the comments below which players to do next, and I'll keep bringing these videos out for you guys. And make sure you subscribe to the channel to catch all the new content. We're releasing daily videos for all of 2021, so make sure you don't miss out. With that being said, let's get into NBA Legends to explain how good Shawn Kemp was.
So that's the name of that we didn't mention in the first segment that we mentioned here in the what if category. And you look at the career of Shawn Kemp.
Original Lob City.
Yeah.
Gary Payton and
Some of
Shawn
the
Kemp, I
greatest-
may let them say they was the originators of that.
Some of the greatest in-game dunks.
It was a what? It's
you'd
not
ever
really
see.
a what if. He really was a. He had it, and we saw it.
And yet, but do you think you saw all that you could have seen of that career?
I don't think we've seen anyone dunk with that type of
Force.
animosity, you know, just like "Ah!" you know, just like, you know, it was just like you had.
It was
never-
personal against the rim.
As Steve say, you know, today the way he dunks, it would be a 5-game suspension. just the way he dunked,
And-
you know.
Yeah.
The point.
When we bring these guys up, it's not always because of an injury or something catastrophic that happens that cuts it short. Circling back to Kemp, it was like he had all of this going on, and then suddenly
Got
he's
hungry.
twice the man he used to
He
be.
got hungry.
And he's not in a point in his career where it was over. It was he still had years left. What was your take on where he went from this to this, and the numbers then begin to dwindle?
Well, we saw them in the '96 finals, and watching Rodman and Kemp go at it was incredible. But I think that was when Shawn was at the height of his powers. And then I played with Shawn a few years later in Portland, about 2001. And I think it was just the lockout. You know, a lot of guys need the game and need the structure of practicing and workouts. And the lockout happened, and he came back probably 50 pounds overweight. And I don't think he was ever able to recover from that.
But he doesn't seem like, if you look at guys' bodies, you go, well, he's a guy I never have to worry about working out.
Yeah.
He's a guy I never, I got to watch him. But Shawn Kemp, and the way he was built and the way he looked, you would say that would never be an issue for him, weight. And that was so surprising that, you know, weight was an issue for him. And, you know, unfortunately, we realized probably, I think some of those other demons off the court affected him to gain the weight.
Right.
But it just showed, even when he was heavy, 50 pounds overweight, he was like, I'm still a great jump shooter. You know, that's the difference when people say, you know, Blake Griffin. I said, well, you've never really seen Shawn Kemp, because the one thing you could not do against him is back off him. Because his 15-foot jump shot was just as good as his dunk.
To your point, Ken, he was rolling in Cleveland, even with the weight.
With the weight. And he made the All-Star team.
With the weight.
You know,
So we saw him.
Right.
I think we saw him.
But this is a what-if moment, Ernie, that you're talking about, where it could be one of those scenarios where it's too much too soon. Shawn Kemp was 20 years old when he came into the league, was playing for the Sonics. The team was starting to build itself up with Gary Payton as the point guard, and then all of a sudden they sort of struck lightning in a bottle with George Karl being the coach, their style of play where they were trapping, and then they had a bunch of veteran guys like Detlef Schrempf and Hershey Hawkins and Dale Ellis and all these guys around them. But Shawn Kemp and Gary were the face of the franchise, and all of these things came so fast for a guy out of nowhere to come into the league, be that young, and all those things happen, that maybe it wasn't altogether there off the floor. So we did get a glimpse of that, but maybe it's a what if too much too soon scenario that has played out in professional sports for decades.
Playing with Shawn, it was really great. He's like a little brother to me, but he's bigger, you know. But people don't know how good he really was. He was really good. And me and him became a duo like this because we were together so long, and we hung out with each other. And we've seen each other, and we was around each other all the time. It was just like we were real brothers. And for me to play with him for 8 years, it was just a magnificent. I think if he wouldn't have left, he would be in the Hall of Fame with me right now. I really do think that. I think that he left too soon. We had something going, and you know how basketball goes. He gets into these contract things and all that stuff, and I just think that this guy was better than a lot of people really don't understand. I think that with the Barkleys, all these guys, the Karl Malones, the Tim Duncans, this guy was one of them.
27th anniversary of Shawn Kemp.
No.
I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Woo!
Sorry, Mr.
Now,
Lister.
see, this is who I compare Zion to.
Okay.
Shawn Kemp.
Wow.
If you ever wondered why Kemp pointed at Lister post-dunk, it was because in Game 2 of Warriors Sonics, Lister pushed Kemp on a dunk attempt, resulting in, let's just call it a brouhaha between both players. So you kind of got to like the pettiness here, right?
So, you know, our great producer Steve brought this to me today. I'm like, why do I not remember this? I looked at the date. It was April 23rd, 1992. My daughter was 4 weeks old. I was not sleeping, and I was definitely not watching
NBA
this.
basketball.
I am like, sorry I missed this. This is a gaping hole in my NBA resume.
So many Sonic jerseys, Jeff. It's really wild to see, and look what he's wearing as he comes out. That is cool.
Walking out here in the crowd, wearing the Kemp jersey here. Oh man, it's this. When I woke up from my pregame nap, I was just nervous. You know, I never felt that way coming into a game, especially a preseason game. But just knowing this whole thing was kind of set up for that moment, I guess. It was just crazy feeling to come out and feel that much love from the fan base, and to honor one of the past legends of the game and also a Sonic legend was pretty cool.
Who's better, Blake Griffin or the Rain Man, Shawn Kemp? Now, I have a quiet love for Shawn Kemp because I played with him as a young player in Seattle. And I saw some of the most unbelievable, impossible feats in practice that you ever want to see. And every now and then he would show us on the basketball court. Now, Shawn Kemp was a man-child, came straight out of high school. And Shawn in his career averaged 14 points a game, 8 rebounds, 1.2 blocks, shot 48%. Blake Griffin, 6 years in the league right now, averaging about 21 points a game, shoots 52%, grabs 10 rebounds, and averages about 3.5 assists. Now, the comparison is kind of distorted because Shawn Kemp was tremendous on the court, but his production went down because of his inability to understand how to handle himself off the court. So it hurt his career. But hey, that's where it lies. So who's better? I give it to Blake Griffin. Shawn Kemp could have been great, could have been a Hall of Famer, didn't get it done. Being an athlete is being well-rounded, not only on the court, but off the court. Blake Griffin seems to have it figured out.
And Shawn was I actually think Shawn was a deeper person than Gary. I think Gary was Gary told you who he was, what he was, and that's what you got. And he was a street guy and emotional guy and opinionated guy, and at times it was rough, but I think he had a big heart. Shawn, I think, was actually a deeper thinker and a more aware guy than I think he got.
So that's it for this video, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. Like I said at the beginning, we're releasing daily videos for all of 2021, so you don't want to miss out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.